Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my January favorites, and in January I don't have a bunch of favorites to share. I was sick for part of the month, and I was kind of going through it. It's more of a stressful time at work and a really busy time at work. So I don't know, I just don't have a lot of favorites this month. I think that happens. You go through periods where you are discovering a lot of things and really loving a lot of things, and other times not so much. So this month I don't have a ton of things to share, but everything that I do consider a favorite for this month I do really love. So yeah, so I'll get started. So I'm going to start with makeup. I only have two items, but I love both of them. And the first one is an eyeshadow palette, which I re-fall in love with, and it's my Naked palette by Urban Decay. And you can see it's very well loved. I've had this for quite some time, and I really, really love this when I first got it. It's definitely, I think for a lot of people, like the gateway palette, especially like the gateway neutral palette. But I love this when I first got it. And then, I got the Naked 2 palette, got the Naked 3 palette, got other palettes, and I still love this, or like really like this palette, but I kind of forgot how much I loved it. And rotating through my eyeshadow palettes, which I'm doing with my weekly makeup bags, this has really made me like rediscover palettes and really form opinions on my palettes. There's some that I see like, oh, I don't like this one as much, and others that I see like, I really love this palette. So this is one that I really, really love. My top three colors from it would definitely be Sin. This has been like my go-to all over the lid shade. You can see that I've used up most of it. I just have a teeny tiny bit left. I also really love Smog. Now Smog, it's a little too intense for me to wear on a daily basis. It's something I would be very hesitant to wear to work. I work in a more conservative setting, so I don't really feel comfortable wearing super intense eye looks. So I think this would be a little much as an all-over lid shade for work, but I really do love this color. I think it suits me really well, so I do really like wearing that on weekends. And then also Toasted is probably my hands down favorite color from this palette. And I was trying to think about this palette if I used up shades, like which ones I would repurchase. I definitely would consider repurchasing Sin. I really, really love that one. Smog, I actually have as a single eyeshadow, so I don't need to worry about that one. And I don't think I'm going to be using it up anytime soon. And Toasted, I definitely think I would repurchase Toasted if I were ever to use it up. And with Toasted, I had a revelation with this shade, and I realized that I can wear it to work. It's a perfect everyday color. It's not too much. I think it's perfect, and I don't know why I never kind of realized that before. It seems silly now, but I love wearing this to work. I think it's a great everyday color, and it's definitely, I would say, my favorite color in the palette. So the palette as a whole is a favorite, and then those specific colors, and especially Toasted, were definitely favorites in January. My other makeup favorite is my foundation from Makeup Forever. This is the HD foundation, and I'm in the color Pink Porcelain, which I think the corresponding number is 110. I think that's true, but the color name is Pink Porcelain. And this is my second bottle of this. I did use it up. I had it in my first Project 10 pan. I used it up. Like was one of the first products I used up. I think either it would have been like end of September or early October, I think. And then I was using up my Dr. Jart Beauty Bomb BB cream. I guess that's the same difference. But I really, really missed using this, and I could start using it. I was only going to let myself use this again once I used up my BB cream. Just so I could get through my BB cream. So I didn't start using this again. It was like the middle of December when I started using this again. So January was the first full month that I have been able to use this. And I really, really love this. I think BB creams have their place, but for me, for day-to-day use, I really prefer using a foundation, and I really love this one. I think the color match is really great, and I think they have a great color range, so I feel like lots of people would be able to find something that would work for them. And I love how easy this is to apply. I think it has good wearing power. And yeah, I've just really been enjoying using this. So this was definitely a favorite in January. So that's it for my beauty favorites. I do have a few other favorites to share. The first one being a candle. This is the Marshmallow Fireside candle from Bath & Body Works. And this has been a favorite for several years now. I buy it every like fall, winter. I think it's a perfect like end of fall, winter candle. And I burnt this in January. My mom, I think the first time that she had this candle, she was burning it while she was watching like Downton Abbey for the first time. So she always has associated this candle with Downton Abbey. She's even like dubbed it the Downton Abbey candle. And I decided to wait until January to burn this. In the U.S., Downton Abbey, I believe it's season 5, started airing on PBS in January. So I started burning this candle and watching Downton Abbey and just thinking of my mom, and I really enjoyed it. And this one just is also kind of reminiscent of my childhood. Lots of times in the winter, we had a fireplace, and I grew up in Michigan. So, you know, really cold winters, and we'd like be in the living room and have a fire going, and sometimes we like roast marshmallows in the fireplace and like hot dogs. So like this candle kind of just reminds me of that. So I really always love burning this candle, and this was definitely a favorite in January. I also have a tea favorite. This is by Yogi. It's one of their herbal blends, and this one is in Relaxed Mind. So I really love by Yogi their lavender and honey tea. I really love lavender teas. I'm not really a big chamomile fan, so I think lavender is a great alternative. And this one I got, it was when I was at my parents' house over like Christmas. I picked this up at the grocery store, and I really, really like this. It does have lavender, so obviously I'm a lavender fan. I'm going to like this, but it also has some other herbs, so it's not just a lavender tea like the other one it is. It's kind of an alternative if I don't want just straight up lavender. This also has sage flower, nettle leaf, skullcap leaf, chrysanthemum flower, blackberry leaf, and then some other things. I honestly can't tell you what those other herbs really taste like, but I really have been enjoying this tea, and I think it's been helpful because January has been a stressful month. I think it just helped kind of manage some of my stress and just helped me kind of calm down a little bit. So really, really love this. I do have a book favorite, and this is 3 Wishes by Liana Moriarty, and I've talked about this author before. I've listened to audiobooks of 2 of her other books and really have enjoyed them, and I really did enjoy reading this. I got this for Christmas and read it in January. And this book is basically about triplets, female triplets who are 33, and the book just talks about their relationship with each other. It kind of explores the differences between them. It talks about their relationship with their parents, and then their relationships with their own like husbands and families, boyfriends. So I just really love books about family dynamics, and I found this one was really interesting, and I really did enjoy it, reading it in January, so that was definitely a favorite. And that is everything. I said I didn't have a lot, and I really didn't, but I really loved all this stuff. And you know, some months you're going to have lots of stuff, some months not so much. But definitely let me know what your favorites were in January. I would love to know. Maybe it will inspire me to look into some new things and find some new favorites. But yeah, that is everything. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.